Yo, 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 this is Mr. O. Yo, 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 this is Mr. O, and today we're going to review about slope. Slope, the steepness of a line. We learned this in algebra. Now we're applying it in geometry, and we're still going to see this again in further mathematics, okay? So anyway, so there are four classifications of slope. One, if you will see here, when you read the line, when you read a graph, you look at it from left to right. Looking at this one from left to right, is this going up or going down? That's going up. So the slope here is going to be a positive slope. But when you're coming down, it's going down from left to right, that's going to be a negative slope. If it's flat, it's constant, it doesn't change, flat, no movement, no angle going up or down, that means it's a zero slope. And this one here, it's gonna go straight, no movement towards the x value, and this is impossible, or we can say it's undefined. We can say here that if you can put an egg here, it can stand still on the flat surface. That's why zero. But if you put an egg here, it will fall down, and my Mr. O's head will crack. That's why it's going to be undefined. You cannot put my head over there. Let's go ahead now. So slope, given a graph, what do we use? What formula? What strategy? The easiest way when finding a slope if we're given a graph? I would tell you, use here the formula for slope. By the way, the notation for slope is letter M. M means slope, okay? So M is equal to rise over run, okay? Let's review. Rise is that if you go up, it's positive. When you go down, it's negative. When you go to the right, it's positive. But when you go to the left, it's negative. So I like to tell my students to start on the bottom one. So you know you always have to go up if you're given a line that is going positive or negative, okay? So from here, let's say this is number one, this is point A and point B. So I always suggest to start with the lower one. So I always go up. So from here, I'm gonna go up by 1, 2, 3, 4. So I rise 4 units. And from here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the run, I went to the right, so that's positive again, 5. So the answer, the slope is 4 over 5. Okay? Now, and we know this is positive slope. The answer is 4 over 5, positive 4 over 5. Okay? Now, like number 2, we know it's going down. So we expect a negative answer here. So let's start from Q. Again, I'm going to go up by 1, 2, 3. So the rise is positive 3. But when I go to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since I went to the left, it's going to be negative 6. What's 3 over negative 6? It's going to be negative 1/2. And that's the answer. Okay? If I have a straight vertical line again, if you put my head there, there's no rise. You can go up. I mean, you can rise it from end to end by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you don't have to go run because you don't need to because you reached the point M already. So 6 over 0 is going to be undefined. Next, if you have horizontal, you don't need to go up because you're already there. Let's say you're in J. And the run, you have to go 1, 2, 3. 0 over 3 is 0. So the slope there is 0. Okay? And that's how you apply rise over run. Now, if you're given an ordered pair, the formula for slope is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. The change of y divided by change of x. So I like to tell my kids when you're looking for a slope using this formula, it's very neat to write x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. That makes the organization of our work, and we don't miss it, to put them in the proper places when we apply the formula. Y sub 2 here for me is -1 minus 5 over x sub 2, which is 6. Now, watch here. Minus is part of the formula. -2. Is this correct? That's wrong. Don't forget that minus here is part of the formula. The x sub 1 is -2, so you gotta put the negative there. I know you know that negative and a minus will become positive there, so plus there. So this will give us now -1 minus 5 is -6. 6 plus 2 is 8. We can still reduce this one. Both of them are divisible by 2. This will be -3 over 4. And the slope is -3 over 4. Next, number 6. Find the slope of GH. This is my x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So the formula is m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So my y sub 2 here will be 7 minus -3 over -6 minus -11. Keep change. This will be plus, this will be 10, and plus here, -6 plus 11 is 5. So therefore, the slope here is equal to 2. Very simple, right? Next, number 7. So we know this is the x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Applying the formula here, m is equal to y sub 2 is 2 minus -4 over 9 minus 9. Keep change. A minus of a subtraction will be a plus. Subtract a negative, it will be a plus. 6 over 9 minus 9 is 0. Any number divided by 0 will be undefined. Next, find the slope of xy. This is my x1, y1, x2, y2. I think this is the same problem as the previous one, so we don't have to do this. So we just have to go to number 8. So this time, this is my x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So the formula is y sub 2 minus y sub 1, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. My y sub 2 here is -3. My y sub 1 is -3 again. And x sub 2 here is 0 minus -7. Keep change. Subtraction of my negative is going to be plus. Same thing here. -3 plus 3 is going to be 0. 0 plus 7 is 7. So the answer is just 0. And that's how you find the slope of a line using rise over run if you're given a graph, or you can use the formula y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1 if you're given 2 points. And as always, kaboom!